beneath the waves of human memory lies a civilization that has haunted scholars for over 2 millennia. Atlantis. Not merely a myth whispered by poets, but a detailed account recorded by one of history's greatest philosophers, Plato. In 360 BCE, Plato described an advanced island nation that vanished in a single day and night. Was this pure fiction? Or did Plato preserve the memory of a real catastrophe? The evidence suggests something far more intriguing than fantasy. The story originates in two of Plato's dialogues, Timaeus and Critias. These weren't adventure tales, they were philosophical texts discussing governance and society. Plato claimed the story came from Solon, Athens' legendary lawgiver, who heard it from Egyptian priest in Sai around 590 BCE. The priest spoke of records stretching back 9,000 years, far beyond Greek memory. They described an island empire beyond the Pillars of Hercules, what we now call the Strait of Gibraltar. This empire, Atlantis, possessed technology and organization that rivaled the gods themselves. But here's what separates this from mere legend: the specificity. Plato provided measurements, architectural details, agricultural systems, and military organization. The main city was arranged in concentric rings, alternating water and land, connected by bridges and tunnels. The central island measured 5 stadia across. The outer rings extended outward in precise geometric patterns. These aren't the vague descriptions of myth. These are the details of someone describing a real place. According to the Egyptian records, Atlantis wasn't primitive. The Atlanteans engineered sophisticated harbor systems with docks capable of housing hundreds of vessels. They constructed a canal system that brought water from mountain springs to the city's heart. Their metallurgy was advanced. Plato mentions orichalcum, a mysterious metal that glowed like fire. While its exact composition remains unknown, this suggests sophisticated alloy creation. The agricultural output was extraordinary. The surrounding plain, protected by mountains, measured 3,000 by 2,000 stadia, roughly 340 by 230 miles. Irrigation channels dug in a grid pattern made this one of the ancient world's most productive regions. The military capacity matched their engineering prowess. Plato records 10,000 chariots, 1,200 ships, and 60,000 officers commanding forces across their empire. These numbers indicate a population in the millions, a scale that wouldn't be seen again until the Roman Empire. But power breeds ambition. The Atlanteans expanded beyond their island, conquering territories across the Mediterranean. They controlled Libya up to Egypt and Europe up to Tyrrhenia, modern-day Italy. Then they made a fatal mistake. They attacked Athens. According to Plato, Athens, though vastly outnumbered, repelled the Atlantean invasion. But victory came at a price neither civilization could have anticipated. In a single day and night of catastrophic earthquakes and floods, Atlantis disappeared beneath the waves. The Athenian army was swallowed by the earth, an entire civilization erased. The timeline Plato provides places this cataclysm around 9,600 BCE, the end of the last ice age. This period witnessed dramatic climate shifts, rising sea levels, and geological instability across the planet. Modern geology confirms that this era saw catastrophic flooding. As ice sheets melted, sea levels rose over 120 meters. Coastal civilizations would have been obliterated. Entire landscapes vanished. Could a sophisticated Bronze Age or even earlier civilization have existed and been lost to these floods? The evidence of human capability keeps pushing backward. Göbekli Tepe in Turkey, dated to 9,600 BCE, proves that complex societies existed far earlier than previously believed. If humans could construct Göbekli Tepe at the exact time Plato claims Atlantis sank, what else might have been possible? For centuries, scholars and explorers have searched for Atlantis. The proposed locations span the globe. Santorini, Greece. The Minoan civilization on this island was devastated by a massive volcanic eruption around 1600 BCE. The parallels are striking, an advanced island culture destroyed by natural disaster. But the timeline doesn't match Plato's account. The Azores. These Atlantic islands sit on the mid-Atlantic ridge. Some researchers propose they're mountain peaks of a sunken continent. Geological surveys show no evidence of recent submersion. Antarctica. Before ice coverage, Antarctica occupied a different position. Proponents argue ancient maps show Antarctica's coastline. Mainstream science disputes both the map's accuracy and the timeline. The Sahara, the Eye of the Sahara, a massive circular formation in Mauritania, matches Plato's description of concentric rings. But it's inland, and a geological analysis shows no evidence of recent ocean coverage. Each location offers tantalizing clues. Each falls short of definitive proof. But perhaps we're asking the wrong question. Perhaps Atlantis wasn't a single location. Perhaps Plato synthesized multiple civilizations, real places, real catastrophes, into one cautionary tale about hubris and divine judgment. Or perhaps the truth is simpler and more profound. Advanced civilizations existed before recorded history, and their knowledge was lost to cataclysm. The search for Atlantis has driven exploration and innovation for millennia. It inspired Columbus to cross the Atlantic. It motivated early oceanographers to map the seafloor. It continues to push the boundaries of underwater archaeology. Recent discoveries challenge our assumptions about ancient capability. Dwarka, off India's coast, a submerged city dating to 7,500 BCE. Yonaguni, near Japan, underwater structures that may be natural formations or may be architectural. Doggerland, a vast landmass connecting Britain to Europe, home to thousands of people before flooding 6,500 years ago. Each discovery reveals that our ancestors were more sophisticated, more widespread, and more vulnerable to catastrophe than we imagined. The Egyptian priests told Solon that civilizations rise and fall, that knowledge is lost and rediscovered, that humanity has faced extinction-level events before. Modern science confirms this pattern. The Younger Dryas impact hypothesis suggests a comet strike around 10,800 BCE triggered rapid climate change, megafauna extinction, and the collapse of Clovis culture in North America. If such an event occurred, how much knowledge was lost? How many civilizations vanished without leaving clear archaeological evidence? Was Atlantis real? The question may be less important than what it represents. It represents the fragility of civilization, the impermanence of human achievement, the certainty that what we build can be destroyed. But it also represents something else, the persistence of memory, the determination to preserve knowledge, the human drive to understand what came before. Somewhere beneath the waves or buried beneath the sand, evidence may still exist. Technology advances. The ocean floor becomes more accessible. Ancient sites continue to emerge. The truth about Atlantis, whatever that truth may be, remains hidden, but the search continues. Because some mysteries demand answers,